What's going on, motherfuckers? It's Cash Out, man. And just before I get into the video and explain what's going on, any acts, anything committed in this video, it's all a fucking joke. Please take it as a joke. My goal is to educate people on substances and all of my experiences without them ever having to try them or go through them themselves. So with that being said, if you're not 18, please fuck off and let's get right into it, guys. What's going on, motherfuckers? It's Cash Out here, and today, I really don't even know what I'm gonna title this video, but you guys know since you clicked on it and are watching it. So for now, let's just say this is gonna be a story about how my best fucking friend was gonna quit drinking alcohol for a while, but it ended up only being like 2 to 3 months, and I'm just gonna be telling the story of why, like how it all occurred, man, because he kind of went off his fucking rocker. It was kind of fucking ridiculous. He was very, very out of pocket, man. But I hope you guys are all having a good fucking day today. I hope you're all smoking nice. I just took a fat dab of some fucking wedding crashers, so hope you guys are dabbing along with me, smoking along with me, whatever you're fucking doing. Just, different strokes for different folks. Whatever you're doing, just be safe and have a good time and chill out, man. Have a good day today. So, anyways, this took place probably about 8 or 9 months ago. It was probably in like January or December. December of 2020 or January of 2021. I just know it was snowy outside. And me and my best friend Tyler, I'm just going to use his real name because it's my best fucking friend. Fuck it. Me and him, we had planned a night to just fucking hang out, take a bunch of dabs, get high as fuck, and drink. Just get fucked up, get out of pocket, messed up. But we had a safe place to do that. I had my own apartment. He wasn't living with me. And I had a different roommate at the time. I don't live with him anymore, and I really don't even associate with him anymore, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, and I really don't want to get into that right now. I'll get into that in another story, but so me and him, we had planned a night. My roommate was out at work. It was just going to be me and him, and we had bought 2 liters of Pink Whitney when I went to pick him up from, it was either work or his house. So we went to the liquor store, we bought 2 liters of Pink Whitney, and we got home, back to my apartment. Nobody was there. It was just me and him. And at the time, I didn't even have my own rig yet. I didn't smoke a lot of wax. I was just smoking a lot of weed. I had my own bong. I was in my more blunt phase, but whatever. I didn't get my own rig or start smoking my own wax probably until a couple weeks after this had all occurred. So dabbing and shit, that was a luxury to me, man. That shit was lit as fuck at the time. It was just something special, you know what I'm saying? That didn't come around a lot. Y'all know what I mean? Just it was a treat, man. It was a fucking treat, you know? So anyways, we ended up dabbing a bunch, and I remember this man downed at least half a bottle of Pink Whitney before these 2 people showed up, just unannounced. So I used to be friends with them. I don't associate with them anymore, but I'm going to call them by their real names because I don't associate with them anymore, so fuck them. So Deep and this girl Emma came over, just unannounced. They wanted to hang out, so at the time, I wasn't the guy to just say fuck off. I was the only guy our age with our own apartment besides my roommate, so I just didn't want to be a fucking asshole and be just say no to him at the door, so I let him come in, hang out with us. They don't really smoke, so they didn't really want to take any dabs with us, so that was fucking perfect for us. We didn't we didn't mind that. We'll take all the dabs to the dome, man. Thank you. Dab Olympics for 2. Only 2 competitors tonight. You fucking feel me? So, me and him went crazy on the dabs. I was extremely fucked up, but he had downed at least half of one of those liters of Whitney before those 2 showed up. And that was in the span of probably 30 to 45 minutes. So this guy was he was already off his rocker before they came there. And even before, like, I still considered them friends, I always thought they were a little weird, man. So just thinking about this now, like, yeah, they were weird. And I remember telling Tyler this before I let them in. I was like, these, like, just don't really pay attention to them, man. Like, they're just kind of, like, just chill out, man. Don't let them ruin their night. They're just a little too weirdos. So, probably about 30 minutes later, me and him are still taking dabs and drinking and, like, deep in them. They're just off cooling. We're all listening to music, just chilling, talking. It's cooling. Nothing's really too weird, but we're just in two different worlds. Like, they don't like the same shit as us. We don't like the same shit as them. So, we just don't mix very well. So, 30-45 minutes into us chilling, Tyler takes me into my room, and he's talking about how Emma's fine, and he likes her, and he wants to fuck her. And that's how I know he's off his goddamn rocker, because this man was just telling me about how weird they were, too. He was like, man, I'm feeling some type of way about these people. They're kind of ruining the night. And that's why I had to tell him, like, don't let him, like, just chill. So he starts thinking this girl's fine. He wants to talk to her and shit. I'm like, okay, this man's off his rocker. So I don't remember how or why we end up going to Walmart right after this, but I knew it was for some reason other than this. But Tyler was so damn fucked up and just out of pocket, like stumbling and speaking gibberish. Like, you guys know what I mean. Like, you guys know, like, fucking drooling, just a stupid white girl wasted, just fucked up. This guy said he fucking needed some chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream and I don't know, some other shit in the frozen aisle. So we end up going to like, somehow we make it to Walmart. It's not that far from my house, probably like a fucking mile. So all of us fucked up, make it to Walmart in my car. We stumble the fuck in, damn near holding this guy up, like, as we walk. And we get to the frozen aisle, and this guy, like, trips and falls, like, face first on the ground. And he turns and flips over. This is fucking hilarious thinking about this. And he's, like, crying, laughing, cannot stop, like, about to burst a kidney laughing, crying about how he just did that, like, just laughing at himself on the floor in Walmart and doing snow angels at the same time. And, like, I don't know what he thought he may have looked like in his head, but he just looked like a tweaker in Walmart. Like, you know, tweakers go to Walmart. Walmart's full, like, that's their crowd. You know, if anybody would have just walked by, they would, you know, honestly, they would have just known. They probably would have known him. They would have thought they known him at least. That's just Clyde over there, you know, methed out in the fucking frozen aisle. You know, it's him doing his thing on a Tuesday between the hours of 7 and 8. He's always here. That's just him, you know? So I guess Walmart just didn't give a fuck. He did that for probably 5 to 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't 5 to 10 minutes. It was probably like a minute and a half of all of us just like looking around the corner of the aisle, just staring at him, waiting for somebody to come help him or like ask what the fuck is going on, because this man's just tweaking in the middle of the aisle. So we finally go get him up and we get his fucking ice cream, whatever the fuck else we came there to get, and we fucking manage to get out of there, pay for everything, fucking get back to the car, manage to get back to the apartment safe, stumbling around and everything, and we're chilling, and he completely forgets about the ice cream. I completely forgot about that. We either left it in my car or we put it in my freezer, and he just completely forgot about it, never touched it, never ate it. The ice cream he so desperately needed that he caused all that ruckus for in fucking Walmart. He just didn't want it anymore. So, okay, forgot about it. Fine. Stays in the freezer, stays in my car, wherever it may have been. So, we're chilling at my place for a little while. This man's drinking more, we're smoking more. He's drinking more than everybody, though. His bottle's damn near finished. At this point, it's probably, like, he's got, like, a sixth of it left, maybe. And I remember me and him are talking in my kitchen, and I wasn't like full on watching him, but I like I was talking to him, so I was looking at him, I was trying to have a conversation with him. He's on his phone, so we're having a conversation. He's on his phone, and this man just all of a sudden puts his phone up to his ear, and I was looking at him at the time, and I didn't see anything pop up at his phone. And he starts talking like milliseconds after he puts the phone up to his ear, like responding to something like somebody just told him something, like he was on the phone. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? He ends up putting the phone down after talking. He's like, my mom wants me home. I'm like, dude, what? I just saw that whole shenanigan. Like, what are you saying? Nobody just called you right now. How are you going to respond to somebody saying something in milliseconds? Like, they did not just tell you to come home in a millisecond, dude. That's crazy. That's insane. So he swore up and down his mom needed him home. And I was like, dude, just calm down. I can't take you home right now because you're wasted. Your mother is going to be insanely pissed at you. She didn't want you drinking. Like, we're too young. She don't want you doing none of this. She don't need to see this. You're safe here. Stay here. Sober up for a while. And he just wasn't having it, man. He just swore up and down that he needed to go home for some reason. I don't know why he wanted to go home. Maybe he wasn't feeling the vibe or something. I don't know, man. I have no idea. He just wanted to go home. And he swore up and down that his mom needed him home. So he ends up going outside, like stumbling outside, pissed, mad as fuck because nobody wants to take him home because he's insanely fucked up. I end up following him out there, and he ends up screaming and crying and just, we had a really personal, like, two drunk idiot stupid fucks just having a drunk emotional conversation, just very wasted. It was just stupid, and we talked about a lot of personal shit. I don't need to get into that. It was just a very emotional, stupid conversation. He ends up sitting on the curb and swearing that he's just gonna call an Uber, and he's still like screaming and crying. And so I'm just sitting there begging him, trying to come inside, and like I'm like, dude, just drink some water, get you something to eat. I'll take you home in like 30 minutes to an hour. Just sit down, calm down, sober up. And he just wasn't having it, man. So he stayed outside, and I end up going back inside at some point. Before I go back inside, he starts doing like circles around my apartment building, but like he's tripping and falling and hitting himself into like trees and bushes while he's doing it. He's just stumbling, just being out of pocket and loud. He's screaming pure gibberish. I'm sorry I forgot to add that in. Like, he's not making any sense at all, just screaming. So I end up getting him back inside, and just to gather all of his stuff, because I was going to take him home, because at this point I didn't know what to do with him. And as he was getting all his fucking stuff, Deep and Emma left at some fucking point during the night. Fuck them. They really didn't. They didn't fucking matter whatsoever. Like, I was just worried about my homie, because he was literally speaking gibberish, so drunk off his... Like, I've never seen somebody down a bottle of hard liquor before. A liter. A whole damn liter. I've just never seen that in, like, a 2-hour time span. So, like, he was just very off his rocker. He was screaming. He was crying, stumbling, couldn't stand up. I had to, like, hold him, pick him up. I had to damn near drag him to get inside, but I can't pick him all the way up, man. He's like a 300-pound guy. He's a big boy. That's my brother. He's huge. I love him. He's great. But it was a struggle to get that man inside. So I finally get him inside, and as we're gathering his shit, he swipes his goddamn rig right off the table, and it shatters all over, and my heart just broke for him. And he also ended up losing fucking an eighth of wax outside. He sat on it on the curb, and it just crunched all the way up into his jeans, and it was just a fuck situation. Like, I felt so terrible for him. He broke his rig, shattered it all over my floor. He was walking all over it like an idiot, trying to pick it up. I just got him out of there, got him into my car, and I ended up driving him home. And I just felt so bad for the guy. He lost like $80 in wax, $80. Yo, my bad. I did not even realize that the voice recording was going to be over the gameplay. So I'm gonna have to finish this story in a part 2. So just to end off clearly though, he shattered his fucking rig all over my fucking hardwood floor, was walking over it, trying to pick it up with his bare hands, just stupid as fuck. And he ended up losing like 3 grams of wax in just his jeans, sitting on it, crushing the fucking jar. So, anyways, I'm gonna have to make a part 2. Thanks for fucking watching, guys. And fuck off. Thanks.